So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 12 of Attack on Titan, the final season. The reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And whoa! Whoa! What an episode. Just as I was concerned in the very beginning of the reaction video about inner conflict, it actually was very fitting because this episode was just an inner conflict. And it was not, no, it was not just an inner conflict. It was a fucking terrible inner conflict with additional stuff. With so much, I mean, Isayama just cannot be pleased with just some inner conflict of people exploding government and stuff and giant monsters running away. No. He needed more flavor in it. He needed to place Peak in the end of the episode to showcase that, you know, while we have our own dancing party, like, and other people are also coming to it. So the enemy is on board already. It's like basically having her here is almost like having Eren there. It's not much better. It's a sign of some terrible stuff that might happen in the future. I just don't know how she appeared on the island, but we're gonna get to that. And plus, we have Zeke with his plans. We have the wine situation. We have Gabi. How much more shit you wanna place in there, Isayama? I mean, it feels like he wants to place so much in the story that the monitor gonna just gonna break apart because there's too much stuff in there, placed in there. But let's go through the episode. So we started actually from seeing Hitch, my girl. Man, she has such a huge, gigantic, unrealistic eyes in this frame. I mean, animation, not animation, the art style with the studio Mappa, at least with Attack on Titan, because I never saw anything else from them. It looks very not stable, I'd say, because yeah, character designs change in one episode. Pixies, 1 second Pixies looks normal, kind of. Another second he looks like a Walking Dead man. Or like Alien with this big head. But anyways, so we start with Hitch, being a Hitch, a nice girl, and Armin trying to touch Annie at some inappropriate places of her crystal. And Hitch stopped him, and I mean, Armin was like all red, like, oh no, you caught me. And he explained that he just wanted to touch her to get the memories, but I'm not sure. You have to touch the body to get the memory thing working. Will it work with a crystal? Does that count? Does that like let the knowledge through it, or no? It's just blocking it. So I don't know. I mean, Armin, you had so much time. We saw him sitting there and speaking with Annie. Had so much time, and it's just now he's trying to touch her. Or maybe he touched her at some point. I don't know. But Hitch said like, nope. Don't touch my girl. I wasn't planning to, he says. Anya would get bored listening. Yeah, it's not he says. Unbelievable, she says. You're so popular and all you and all what? You're so popular and all you do is sleep. Just quite a weird phrase, you know. It was anyways, ignore me. So yeah, Armin planned to touch Annie Veiled. Guides. The name of the episodes is Guides. And then they walk, and Hitch tells him that there is the reporters, they made newspapers and wrote about the situation with Eren, that the government is keeping him, and as I spoke in previous discussion, if I remember correctly, people see Eren as a messiah, as like their leader, because he was from the very season 1 presented as the hope of humanity, and then everything that happened up to this point happened in one way or another with him being involved in that. So of course a lot of people see him as a savior, a lord and savior. But then again, I mean, it's still impossible to take sides in this anime, because whatever's government is doing is also terrible. They were thinking about how to control him, how to give the power. They were going with the rumbling, showing off the rumbling plan as well. I'm sure they would give Historia as well, doing whatever Zeke wanted her to do. So, like always, government just wants to control everything, just wants to decide what to do, and people does not agree with him mostly, and that was the reason why the coup d'état, the revolution happened before. Because people wanted one thing, government wanted another thing, in the face of King and his close friends. And now they want to control Eren, but I mean, Eren has his vision. And the issue is that I'm not with Eren as well, so I don't even know what's best. I've said on many occasions that I want just people to calm down, to speak, to discuss, to understand that if we're gonna continue, the whole goddamn world gonna be destroyed one way or another. And no one's gonna be happy about that, So I don't support neither government nor Eren, even though I don't know what Eren's planning. That's the big difference between government and Eren, as I believe Eren has some information. And he may be moving towards something that we don't expect, something like smart, right? And he wants to contact Zeke in the end. That what kinda scares me. So he still wants to meet up with Zeke after all that, and see, he still pushes. I just wish he's not pushing to actual world destruction or something like that. And then, then we saw that near the government building, people are screaming, they're demanding Eren to be freed. And as I've said, I don't know who's wrong and who's right. Then we got information about Yelena, so she actually had an opportunity to meet with Eren before he went to Marley. Tell him something. We don't know the details. But seems like she was doing her part in the whole plan. I mean, Onyankopon and other Marleyans, they were just there because they believed, they wanted to help us or wanted to be against Marley. But Yelena, she was kind of a separate being. She had her separate plan. She was doing some secret stuff behind their backs. And even Onyankopon was like, what? She did that? Really? I don't know. I didn't know she did that. And she seems really fascinated by both Zeke and Eren. Eren. I'm not sure what exactly is about her. All I wanted, she says, all I wanted for Eren Yeager to know who I was or something like that. History is about to change before our eyes, and I want to see that, she says. I mean, I am not sure what's up with this woman. She's definitely working with Zeke, so I would not trust her anyways. I just don't know what's Zeke's plan is, because there was quite a while since we heard about him, since we saw him. I don't know what he wants. Is he on LDS side? Is he on his own side? Is he on Marley's side? I don't know, because he betrayed everyone already. And with whom he is now, I have no idea. And that's a deciding factor, because people believe that Zeke wants to use Eren to deceive him, or even doing that already, but I highly doubt. You cannot deceive a person who knows the future. And I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Eren is now seems like this anti-hero character. A very powerful being with a lot of knowledge that does not speak more than needed, and we don't know how much he knows and what exactly he knows. But he's definitely moving towards something. And that something may be something terrible, or maybe something heroic, you know, when like it's fake out and like, oh, I did that to protect all you guys and I'm actually gonna save the world and gonna die myself. So I don't know, but now he's presented like this villainy character, even though he is not a real villain. Attack on Titan does not have a villain. Isayama is the main villain in this one, because he does all of the evil things to us. But man, so Eren has no children helping him, basically, and Flock's leading them. Wow, what the development! Isayama really likes to pick some little tiny characters from who knows where and place them later on in the story as a huge part of it, as an important part of it. Because who was Flock? He was just like a little crying baby. Then he got developed like a crazy in one episode. You know, after one rush with Erwin Smith, the man got balls more than needed. And now he's leading the rebellion group of Jaegerists, as they call them. And now they're moving towards the monkey. And I don't think Eren asked them, where's the monkey? And oh no, Eren told them like, let me to the, let's go to the monkey. But do they know or not? Because Hanji said there's like Levi, 30 soldiers with him, and 3 guys who were supposed to move the provision. And she herself know where's Zeke. But do they know? I mean, the Jaegerist group. I know. So then we see Mikasa and Armin with Zeklai still alive. And they wanted to convince him to speak with Eren, because whatever Eren is doing, he was always caring about his friends, one way or another. Maybe he's changed now, but at least when we saw him in flashback, in a few episodes ago when they were like building railroad, he admitted that he cares about every single one of those. You know, Connie, Sasha, Jean, everyone, and of course Mikasa and Armin. Armin was basically his best friend, though, from the very young ages. So even if a person lost his himself, from all types of different life situations, people who were close to him, who are close to him now, or who were close to him at some point, those people can help him to go out of the situation, because emotional connection is very strong, is incredibly strong. Sometimes it's just like some crazy killer bear who was, at some point some little lady helped him, and now this crazy bear kills people, and then he sees this little lady, and he just becomes a little fluffy nice bear, because that's emotional connection. That's a real history. Stuff happens like that in real world, with animals, with people, with everyone. And they just wanted to speak with Eren. They just wanted to connect with him, because he's held in prison like a beast, like a bear, as I've said. But the only reason is that this bear can create like 30 for 50-meter pillars or whatever he wants. So your fucking jail is nothing to him. He's sitting there just because he needed that. Personally, he needed to sit there. And Zegla is like, no, we have to control it. Him. And then Zeklai says about his fancy chair. So someone brought, those Jaegerists brought him the chair with the explosion. And Mikasa wanted to hear what they say, and then boom! The chair exploded. There was a biggest explosion. Thank God Mikasa and Armin was not caught with that, because just imagine whoever did that. If Eren knows that, you know what, in this explosion, kinda 2 of your friends died, I'm not sure what would have happened with Eren after that. He's gonna become crazy after that. So Zeklai flew away. He was the first man to try to land on the moon in this world. And as it always kinda happens, he failed. But he landed back on Earth, partially. And that happened. The whole situation. Oh, it's you terrible, terrible Survey Corps goddamn bastards. Told you doing again. Those fuck with horses, military police, or who the hell are them? Nile with them as well. Like, Jesus. Again started saying like it's all your fault. We can trust you. Come on, guys. Fucking country's falling apart, and what do? You just start showing fingers, like literally showing fingers. Who's right? Who's wrong? Fucking look at those faces. I hate them for that. Instead of trying to reason, they're always trying to scream. But thankfully, Pixis enters after that, though. At first, we just see Eren being half naked. And, yeah. Young teenagers with guns. And this girl as well, Louisa. These young people, they believe that Eren will lead them to good life or something. I know, it's difficult to tell what Eren may achieve and how. But our country is split now so hard. Now we have 3 sides. We have Eren with his gang of Jaegerists. We have government. Who's Pixis now basically a main person in the government. And I still think that Hanji, Koni, and Jan, they're like their own little division. Not I mean, their little side, not connected to any one of this one. They're like between them all. And Levi is with them as well. Oh, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. What the fuck is happening? What the crowd, says Aaron. You're the one who's gonna save the Eldian Empire. Find so yeah, so Aaron says find out where Zeke's being kept. So he doesn't know, they don't know yet. Marcus, what do you look at me? Like I'm a piece of meat. Meow. So they started arguing, you know, the government, and Hanji started blaming Hanji as always. Instead of trying to deal with the issue, they're trying to punish people who somewhat related to that issue, you know, somewhat, just standing near the issue. Niall, I thought you were a better man. How's your wife, though? Erwin liked that woman, I remember that. I wish to see his wife, because I wish to see who Erwin liked. So Pixies, yeah, and then Pixies says, finally, someone speaks normally. We're not in a position to do something proactive, you know, something reckless. We're not in a position to make decisions. We just have to play along with what the hell is happening. So Eren break out. I mean, that was expected. What do you expect, man? This guy is like a fucking tank. How do you stop it? And now he has a lot of support from people in the in the island, from all the island, because reporters wrote those articles. And now they have to try to somehow communicate with him. So Pixies proposed that they all go to the place where Monk is held and meet with Eren, and Levi's gonna give him some nice tea, and they're gonna speak together, and they're gonna decide what's up. And I mean, that's good. I don't think it's gonna happen. But that's something that would have been great if it would happen. At least Pixies has he understands what they should do. They should shut up, take their pride away, and be professional, be patriotic, have to think about everything adequately. And then the Lady Kiyomi speaks with Mikasa-sama about, oi, we want to protect you so much. And she says like, and what's about the resources and stuff? And she's like, oh, yeah, and resources as well. But man, you're so important to us, so we really want to protect you. No, girl. Mikasa can protect you, but you cannot protect Mikasa. Especially now when she looks like a boy. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that boy. He's such a nice boy. I mean, I almost got in the explosion. Yeah, I mean, thank God you didn't die in the explosion. So they took horses and went... where? I kind of missed where they went, but what I did not miss is that Sasha's father and the kiddos from the orphanage and Gabi and Falco are somewhere in the city zone, like restaurants, like big, beautiful restaurant, and they probably got there to eat some food from Mr. Niccolo himself, because he wanted to give him food. Does Niccolo know who Gabi and Falco are? No, I don't think so. But still, these two, Gabi and Falco, are in the city where they can be spotted. And the situation with wine as well. I still remember it. What the hell? It didn't work? Or we saw some future vision of people drinking wine? Something's with the wine. And this is basically the whole episode. Yeah, I know. And then we see Pig sitting in there. In the village of tiniest people ever. Like sitting Pig, who is a tiny girl, is almost as big as this granny and this grandpa. And everyone is here is the same. And everything's breaking apart. Everything's breaking apart. People are separating. I actually don't know what's gonna happen. It depends on how Isayama really wants to make it. Too bad or not too bad, just bad. I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see. Jeez, this episode was very complicated to hear about Yelena situation. I mean, probably I missed something. I'm gonna rewatch it later, and I'm gonna read the manga later on when I'm gonna finish with the anime. So yeah, everything's gonna be explained. No need to explain that to me, guys. So yep, thanks for watching. That was a cool episode. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.